What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Real back with another video. Today we're gonna talk about the time I got fired from my t-shirt design job. That's the one where I was designing t-shirts for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So stay tuned and check it out. Peace. So in 2013/14, I transitioned from my first graphic design job, the one where I told y'all about, to my second one, where I was going to be designing t-shirts for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So let me tell you a little bit about the position. All right, so this was my dream graphic design job. I'm designing t-shirts for the Thunder. I'm surrounded by other graphic designers to push me and challenge me, and they giving out snacks in the break room. Fuck you, me. I was hyped. This is my dream job. It even had the setting, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, you dress up clean every day, you come in there, you can even wear jeans and tees if you want to. With me, I was fresh, you know what I mean? I had to feel good, I had to look good to perform good, you know what I mean? So it was just so dope. And to think about it, ended up being a nightmare. But coming from where I was coming from, where I was only making $8 an hour, I was jumping up to $13 an hour. I thought I was balling. Do you hear me? And tax time just hit. Fam, I was off the chain. I'm telling you, I was balling. Like, I had went and got me a little Surface Pro 2. I drove all the way to Dallas to get it. I was thirsty. I was stupid. I was thirsty. I was ignorant. It was dumb. I was stupid. But anyway, and I was hyped, man. Life was finally coming together for me because obviously, before then I told you guys I didn't really have no purpose. I was broke. Man, I was struggling. My dad was paying my bills and my other job because I wasn't making enough to cover shit. I was only paying like 2 or 3 of my bills. And for me, for somebody who's extremely independent, that is torturous. I hated it. I hated my life at that point. I hated where I was at. I hated everything about it. So for me to upgrade and be making that $13 an hour, it was for me a game changer. And I was floating on cloud nine. So this is how I got the job. I was lurking on Craigslist. Y'all know me. I'm big on Craigslist back then. I was big on Indeed, Monster.com, all that. If I'm hungry and I'm thirsty for some money and a job, I'm gonna get it. I don't care what I gotta do, long as it's, you know, not me doing something that's outside of my realm. I'm gonna do it. So I lurked up on Craigslist. It popped up. It was a screen printing company, and they said you had the opportunity to design T-shirts for Oklahoma City Thunder. To me, that was my dream job. So I was going. In back of my mind, I was hesitant because I don't like to do competitions like that. It's just, I create to be free. I don't create to compete against other people. I don't even really, aside from getting inspiration from them, I don't compare my work to other people. So I was hesitant on doing it, but I was hungry, I was broke, and I was like, what I got to lose? Fuck it, I'm going, I'm doing it. So they hit me back ASAP and gave me some rules and what I needed to do to enter. Number one, design an Oklahoma related t-shirt. 2, you got to do it within 2 hours of talking to them. So I only had 2 hours to complete this project. So, and the reason for that was they didn't want you to go steal somebody's artwork, pay somebody to do it for you, or just be a fraud all around. But for me, I was hesitant, again, like I said, but I was like, fuck it, I'm going. And it only took me 45 minutes. Here's the design that I submitted to them. Leading up to the job in my first week there, they called me for an interview around December. I interviewed great. I was killing it. I know I was because I'm fake charming as fuck. I knew I killed it. But I didn't hear back from them until January. I didn't start the job until February, so that's why I say 2013 to 2014. It was a long stretch. During those waiting periods, I was blowing their phone up. I'm talking about at least 2 times a week, sometimes 3. I was emailing them. I was reaching out, just to see if the position was still available, just to see if they'd hire somebody or whatever. And every time they'd be like, no, we haven't hired anybody. We're just trying to figure out the best candidate. So I was making it known, like, I want this position. This is mine. It's mine. I want it. But they respected the ambition, and they told me that was part of the reason why I ended up getting the job, is because I was on their ass. Like, so if you're applying for jobs and it's something that you truly want, make sure to be diligent. Make sure to not only be diligent, but to reach out and to make sure that you put yourself out there, man. Be on their ass. Don't be desperate, but be assertive. It's a fine line. It's hard to. Some people be hopscotching with that damn line. Don't do that. So it's tax season. The week I got the job, it was tax season. So I'm balling. I was like, man, I just got this job. I'm about to go get me a Surface Pro so I can sketch at work, because they was letting us bring our tablets to work so we could sketch. To me, this is a perfect job. Like, it's amazing. So I drive to Texas, get the Surface Pro 2, and I'm just like, man, my life is finally starting to come together. So I ended up getting the job in February. So I interviewed in December, got the job in February. That's 2 months, of no money, no nothing. So when February hit, I got my taxes. So I went from broke to, balling a little bit. And then I got the job. It was crazy. So the first week there, the head of marketing pulls me into his office. He was like, and obviously I forgot to say this, but I had 3 interviews in that time leading up to getting the job. So my first week there, the head of marketing, the head graphic designer pulled me into his office and was like, we think you're the most talented graphic designer here. We think you have so much potential, and we loved your design. We loved how you put it together. We love the colors. We know you know what you're doing, so that's why you got the position. We looked at other people, but they didn't match up to what yours had going on. And to me, that was the biggest confidence booster, because it let me know I'm valid. I'm not just some rando out here creating some shit on. I actually know what I'm doing, so it just made me happy. And the first challenge of that week for all of us was to create a playoff Thunder tee. So it's February, playoffs are until April, but you gotta design it. They gotta screen print a whole bunch of them, and then they gotta go give them out for free. Put them on the chairs for free. So we got challenged. My design ended up getting picked. It's 8 graphic designers in there. We all working, we all hustling, and mine got picked. I was elated. It's my first week here. I'm getting paid the most money I ever got paid in my life, $13. They give it out free snacks. Man, I'm so hyped. So they picked my design. I call my dad. I'm hyped. He hyped. We both happy as fuck. I'm finally getting my shit together. So after that, shit went downhill so fast. So that was on a Friday when I got that. And mind you, we got paid weekly. Every Friday we got a check. So I got my little check. I'm straight. So Monday comes around and the energy in the whole building has shifted. It's completely different. I don't know what the fuck I did. I don't know who I fucked over. None of that. The first week there's like the head of marketing and stuff was like, yeah, man, we gonna hoop on the weekends. We hoop after work. Because I was a basketball player. So I was like, bet, this seemed like a family environment. Man, week 2, it wasn't none of that. It wasn't no waves. It was eye rolls. It was all that. So I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? So we working. We get back to working throughout the week, and I'm designing, doing great, I think. And again, it just was off. And I was like, man, I hope I'm not about to get fired. Like, I just got the job. I can't afford to do this. I done got hype. I done been broke. I done got my shit together. There's no way I can go right back to unstable and being frustrated. There's no way. So I was like, all right, man, maybe it's just in my mind, but I'm very sensitive to energy. I'm very sensitive because I'm an introvert. So I see and I feel everything, so I'm paying attention, and I felt it. I was like, yeah. So, but I try to let it go. I was like, I'm tripping. So that next Friday, week 3, I got fired. The firing was so embarrassing for me. Listen to how it happened. The boss waited till Friday to bring me into his office, left the door wide open so people can walk past, people looking in. People was walking past it, listening, looking in, standing in the door, watching him fire me. The dude was like the head of marketing and head of graphic designers who just told me I was the best graphic designer they had in the building. By week 3 was like, you're not that good.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Like, dead to my face. Dead to my face. It was like, you're not that good. We thought you were better than what you are. You can go home and practice and maybe we'll hire you in the future. I was so embarrassed. I was so crushed. I was sad because I knew my life was going right back to being unstable. I knew it and I felt it. And I was just like, what did I do wrong? Like, my work was really good at that time, you know? And I was, at that point, I was comparing myself to other graphic designers, and I was comparing myself to the people I was working with. It didn't matter. And I still don't really know why I got fired that quick. Like, but it was crazy. So I get in the car, you know, or actually, let me go back a little bit. After he fires me and people are standing in the doorway watching it, I get out. They kind of laughing under their breath. They was like, you know, kind of like chuckling and shit. And I had to take a lot. It's like that. It was like a little corridor. I felt like that was the longest walk of my life. And he even, before I walked out, he was like, yeah, you can come and screen print for us. We'll put you, you know, in the screen print area. You'll be making $8 an hour. I was like, bruh, screen printing is some hard work. One, two, that shit ain't worth the money. I'll be standing on my feet all day long. I'm not to fuck that shit. So I walked out. The other graphic designers was giggling. They was laughing. I could see it. They was like, all right, Darrell, we'll see you next Monday. You know what I mean? I was like, man, they know what happened. Like, they, you know, it was fucked up. And I was fighting back tears, man. Like, they don't know what I have been through leading up to this. I'm talking about 2010, my mom dying. 2011, my grandma dying. 2012, dropping out of school because I'm depressed, you know. And then my other grandma dying. My aunt and my uncle dying in 2013, working at that job, making $8 an hour. They don't know, like, I didn't been through it at this point. Like, I'm talking about a period of depression, just frustration, pain, anger, everything. They don't know. They just laughing because they think, I guess, because I hold everything in, like, they think I've always had my shit together. I didn't. Like, I was struggling mentally, physically, spiritually, all that shit. I was struggling. So I get in the car. I'm crying in the car because at this point I get in the car and I'm like, I let it out. Nobody can see me. I don't want people to see me in pain. I present a strong front. I don't give a fuck who's there. Like, I'll cry when I'm by myself, but I don't like to be vulnerable because I feel like that gives people something to talk about. So I get in the car, I'm driving home, I'm crying. I call my dad. I'm like, man, Papa let you down, man. Like, I don't know what happened. They just fired me. I'm in tears. My dad consoling me, man, you know, but it's nothing he can say because I'm back to him having to help me pay my bills. And that's the only thing I can think about. My dad was 50 something at that time. Right. And I was just like, man, I hate like you having to pay my fucking bills. I'm a grown man. I was like 26 and I hated it. Like, I don't understand how people can live up under people and not pay no bills and nothing like that. Me, I have my own spot on my own car and all that shit. So, but he was still helping me. And I was like, man, like, I can't do this shit no more. Like, I was thinking, like, I can't do this shit no more. And it just kept replaying in my mind. I can't do this shit no more. I'm tired of it. So I get home and I have a vision, like, and clear as day, I can still remember it. I even wrote it down in my phone and I was like, man, I never want to feel like this again. And this is where my life changed. The vision I had, I was like, man, I never want to feel like this again. I never want someone to be able to control my destiny. Someone that can, you know, just fuck me over whenever they get ready. Not give me a chance to grow, not give me a chance to evolve, you know, because I thought that company was that. I thought I was going to get to evolve with them, grow, and, you know, and when I look back on it, as a graphic designer, these jobs be paying you like $13 an hour, and they be making that shit off one t-shirt that you've designed. You know what I mean? Like, it's not fair for you to be the creative, the worker, all this shit, and get paid $13 an hour. And they literally can make, if you work an 8-hour shift, they can sell 8 t-shirts and pay off your salary for that week, for that day. That's crazy. But anyway, I had a vision in my house, man, and I was like, I can't do this shit no more. And in my vision, I saw myself. I had my own studio, I had my own warehouse, I had a clothing brand, I was getting money, my life was together, and I was my own boss. And it hit me. I was on this path. I went through that because it was time for me to be my own boss. I'm very independent. I'm very determined. I'm disciplined. And it's because, and I've never liked having authority over. I never liked people having authority over me. Even when I was a kid, I hated it. But I was realizing like I'm supposed to be my own boss, man. I'm not supposed to be here. This is not where I'm supposed to be at. And I felt that shit deep in my soul. Like, and from that day on, my life switched. The way I think about everything changed. You know, and I told y'all I went and bought that Service Pro. Man, I put that shit on Facebook so fast. Facebook Marketplace. I think it's Craigslist. I sold that shit. Bam, got my little money back. I think it was like $2,000 or something. Got my money right back. And I paid my own bills up, man. Like, my dad didn't have to help me. I was like, man, I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I'll be damned if I keep going backwards. I have to make a change. I got to. So that's when my life shifted. And I created Real One Apparel. And I'm gonna tell y'all more about that journey, and more videos coming soon. But thank you so much for watching the video. I truly appreciate it. If you got something from it, if you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe, share it with a family member or a friend. I appreciate you so much. Y'all stay cool. Have a great weekend. Peace.